I'm doing one on my own. Ugh. And I can't reach the thing that I'm trying to reach because it's back here. Let me fix these bangs. Good heavens. I'm a mess. So yeah, I was on earlier, but I wanted to come back and we could have our usual little chat. All by our little lonesomes. I think so far there's really only one person that I know that's probably expecting me to come back on, but here I am. Doodly-doo. I did want to add that should certain trollity trolls decide to come and visit, just ignore them. Just ignore them. I saw them in the other room. Just ignore them, y'all. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. Yeah, I was not able to select any of the comments there. Pete was kind of running the show. So here I can actually read anything and I can select comments and put them on screen if I want to and everything else. So hi, Maya. Good to see you. So yeah, if anybody comes in here and decides that they're going to try to disrupt some shit and call me names and whatever, like they were doing in the other room, block them your own selves, ignore them, do whatever you do, because I'm not going to feed it. No, I don't see any reason anyone else should either. So if it's easier for you to just block them, do that. If you'd rather know what's being said, then rock that glue, sit on the hands, whatever it is that you need to do. We've got more important shit to discuss anyway than, whether or not I sound like a narcissist. So, yeah. I want to talk more shit, y'all. Hey, Ugg. Good to see you. You're not even on Replay Crew right now. You're catching it live. Yay. That's awesome. Y'all, Ugg leaves me a comment like every day because they catch this little chatty thing on the replay. And it's really cool to get that comment, to know that I've got people on, like, Kim, Rock It Out with Kim D. High. She totally catches me on the replay. Sometimes I get replay comments from Kimberly Gabaldon. I'm not sure what syllable the emphasis is supposed to be on, but yeah. So I love it when y'all leave me comments. It makes me pretty happy. Kimberly was bringing up, she's putting in her vote for if we're going to be donating to a charity via the cruise that we donate to Rocky Kanaka. Oh, see? The queen is back. Back on top. Oh, you're cooking. Nice. What are you cooking? Anyway, Rocky Kanaka does stuff with doggos. But I think a lot of people, thank you, Hef. I think a lot of people agreed that, yes, I sure am, Kims. All by my lonesome. I like having my alone time with y'all. I think everyone kind of agreed that donating to Marilyn's Charity was the thing to do. Thank you. Thank you, Maya. Speaking of ships, a video where you talked about Hurtigruten popped up. Just wanted to say the G is silent, so if you say Hurtigruten, you will be a pro. Is that good? Does that work? Did I say it right? Hi, Tony. Good to see you. Good to see Steve-O getting them out. Oh, that's nonsense. That is nonsense right here. Just a lot of nonsense. Awesome. Thank you, Maya. Now I know. I love it when I learn things. Yeah, no, that's absolute nonsense. I felt awkward. I mean, I did the best I could, but felt a little weird. Not gonna lie. And a lot of that has to do with me. I know that I'm riddled with anxiety, and that's just how I roll. But I did my best. I'm at 140, which means I'm one up from a couple days ago, the last time I looked. So all I need is 360 more and a couple thousand more watch hours, and I'll be ready to go. Or I need to somehow find a way to make a short that gets 3 million views. And I'm not getting my boobs out on the internets. So but yeah. I wanted to talk shit with y'all. I got some information. I can't do a poll in here because I'm doing this on Restream, and I would have to go into, I think, actual YouTube to do that. But what I will do is I will put the watch hours I'll have down relatively quickly because y'all know me. I can't shut up. I pulled 3 different dates. And you guys can tell me which date works best for you. There are 2 different ships and 2 different itineraries, but I pulled 3 different dates. They're all relatively the same cost as each other. One of the itineraries has Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. The other one has Aruba and Curacao, but instead of Bonaire, it offers a couple of different stops in the Dominican Republic. Namely, put the poll in a community post. Smart girl. Kia ora, Ms. Beaumont. La Romana and Amber Cove are the 2 stops in Dominican Republic. So we'd still get the two in the Southern Caribbean in Aruba and Curacao. Hello, Retired Red. It's just that we'd also get 2 stops in Dominican Republic as well. So yeah, I've got 3 different dates, 2 different ships, 2 different itineraries. And they're all really right around the same price. The pricing is relatively similar on all of them. The second one that leaves on September 21st is a little bit cheaper. It's of the 3, it's the least expensive. Um, but it's not a massive jump between the 3 of them. So, I got pricing for inside, ocean view, and balcony, and these are starting rates, and they'll go up from there as you get, better categories, better ship placement, that kinda thing. But they tend to within each category, they tend to only go up by about, $10 or so per step. So you can really kind of make your choices from there. Uh, what are we talking about here? Did anyone see the protest tonight? They had like 30 people out there. Someone made a huge cloth with Sebastian's face on it with Free Sebastian. The movement is growing. Good, good, good. And of course, our girl Lara FM was the only SPTV out there doing the good work and helping protest. Very nice. Good. Good, good. Glad to see it. Lara's kicking ass. Excellent. I'm glad to see that Lara's kicking ass. That's awesome. Hef wants massages. That's all she cares about. Fair. That's fair. I want a massage. And Street said that it's growing in other cities. Oh, good. Good. Very nice. I'm glad to hear that too. Yeah, so I've got 3 dates. It's either going to be on Carnival Horizon or Carnival Magic, and you can check those 2 ships out. They're both newish ships, launched within the last few years. And it's only the first one that goes to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. The other 2, like I said, they go to Aruba and Curacao. Just they hit 2 stops in Dominican Republic instead. So, that's what we got. Inside cabins are going to start at about. I'm saying under because I've got 3 different prices. Inside, which means no ocean view at all. Hey, artsy tartsy. Those are going to start at a little over 600, but less than 650 per person. Ocean view cabins are going to be between 8 and 900. I've got, 844, 824, 894. So yeah, they're all going to be very within that range for an ocean view cabin per person. And that's with taxes and fees and everything all included. And then balcony cabins will be between 1,000 and 1,100 per person. And that's based on double occupancy. So that's based on 2 people per cabin. Let's see. She was, Steve-O, it's a breath of fresh air in the space, man. And something my cynical ass can get behind. Very nice. Amanda with the reminder. Not that I'm telling people what to do, but has everyone liked and switched to all messages up here? Or live chat. Sometimes it'll say live chat. Because I won't lie, apathy is set in, so it's nice to hear from Natalie Webster and watching these protests. Right on. You want to visit Puerto Vallarta one day, Huff? So do I. I haven't been to Puerto Vallarta or Cabo, or any of those places. In the furthest down in Baja, Mexico I've been is Ensenada. So I haven't been to any of the I haven't been to Mazatlan, I haven't been to Puerto Vallarta, I haven't been to Cabo, any of those places in Baja, Mexico. I've been all over the Yucatan, but I haven't been anywhere in Baja. Anywhere except Ensenada. And I mean Tijuana, but I don't even know that Tijuana even counts. But yeah, so that's the general update with that. Thank you, Ms. Beaumont, for the idea. I will definitely put that in ocean view and balcony prices. Ocean view is going to be the least expensive one I have is $824 per person. The most expensive one I have is $894 per person. Balcony is going to be between 1,000 and 1,100 per person. And that's, like I said, that's including taxes, port charges, and fees. It's based on double occupancy. So based on 2 people in a cabin. And that's how that's going to go. I'll need to have deposit by February 28th. So we've got plenty of time for you guys to figure out, talk amongst yourselves, decide who you're going to be rooming with, if anyone. Yeah, damn, under $1,000. Well, here's the thing though, Chems, is that if you get one by yourself, you're going to wind up paying a single supplement, which sucks. What if there's 3 of us? I can work on pricing for triples and inform you of that. I just don't have that offhand because that's something that, because of the way that Carnival deals with groups, that's something that I would have to book separately and then pull into the group so that you guys get either group benefits or the donation kicks in, whichever you guys have decided that you want to do. So yeah, let me, I'm making a note for myself. Get pricing for triple. All right, I will do that. Yeah, I can work on that tomorrow. Easy peasy, George and Wheezy. And I'll put a poll in the community tab to see what date people want. The one that's in the middle, that's smack in the middle of the 2 dates, is the least expensive one, but the price difference is really not tremendous. So yeah. Can't I just say that someone else is coming, pay the full $800, and then just me show up and I get the double myself? I mean, maybe. It's just that you're not paying the full $800. You would have to pay the amounts that I'm giving are per person. They're not per cabin. They're per person based on double occupancy. So that $800, that $824, whatever, is per person. It would actually be $16 for the cabin. So you wouldn't just be able to pay for you and say that another person is coming. They would actually have to be fully paid, which means you're going to wind up paying twice the price anyway. Unfortunately, that's That's how they do. Um, I haven't even given the dates yet, but if you have a pen and paper handy, I'm gonna be putting that in a poll in the community post. Um, the dates are, September 14th, and that's the one. Oh, hi, Kim White, if I didn't say that before. Hello, I saw you come in. Uh, the dates are September 14th. That's on Carnival Horizon, and that goes, these are all round trip from Miami, and that goes to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Um, the next date is September 21st. That's on Carnival Magic. And that one goes to Aruba, Curacao, La Romana, and Amber Cove. And those last two are both in the Dominican Republic. And the last one is on Carnival Horizon again, and that's on September 28th. All of these are 8-day sailings. Yeah, 800 a person, but 1,600 per cabin. Yeah, exactly. You will have your dog and your scooter, and we will, I can make sure that you may have to fill out a form that confirms that you are, in fact, requiring an accessible room, but we can do that. My hairdresser cruises a lot on Carnival and says he is booked for 2, then the second person doesn't show up and he's not been charged extra. Yeah, but that second person has already been paid for. Because there's no way that he'd be showing up at the port without that second person being paid for. If the cabin isn't fully paid, the cabin will get canceled, if you don't make final payment by a certain date. So, there's no way that he only paid one person's fare. He's booked for 2, he is paid for 2. I guarantee it. Because it doesn't work like that otherwise. Your reservation will automatically be canceled if you don't pay in full for both passengers by the final payment date. An accessible room will have to be bigger. They also have roll-in showers, to, there are accessible rooms, and they will handle everything that you need in order to do the thing and to enjoy the cruise as much as possible. What the hell is a wheel hair? It's what happens when I lean over and I'm using a wheelchair in the airport because my back has suddenly decided to give out completely, and my hair winds up getting caught in the wheel. That's what that is. Ta-da! Chem is offering to push you anywhere you need to go, so you'll never miss any pot and booze consumption. Fantastic. Hello, love it. We're so happy to see you. We've missed you. Yay. You'll bring your electric one? Your electric wheelchair? Okay. Whichever. Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable traveling with. And if you need at any of the ports, we can also talk about other things that you might need or want, like a beach wheel, for example. They're like a dune buggy, but it's a wheelchair. Has giant wheels that work on the sand. There's all sorts of options for people who need accessibility or want accessibility and a vacation at the same time. So, Ms. Beaumont, have you been around the shops yet? You have got a wee bit to go. I don't think we're going to be on for quite that long, but I hope you've been around the shops already and you've gotten your dinner and you don't have to be out in public anymore because I imagine it's just madness. All right. Yeah, that would be wonderful. Cool. We'll talk about that as we get closer and further along in the planning stages for sure, because there are options. There are options. Yeah, you're all sorted. Fantastic. Actually, it looks like it's kind of coming together, folks. I love it. A Carnival won't consider it a group unless I get 8 cabins booked. I think we can do that. Deposit would be due, as far as I know right now, deposit would be due February 28th. Yeah, looks like it's coming together, folks. Think we can get 8 cabins? Think we can find 16 people to go on this thing? I think we can. Yeah, there are better perks if you go as a group. What it comes down to is, like I was saying before, I can either use each sailing is assigned a certain number of points, and I can either use those points toward perks per cabin, or I can use those points toward a donation to Maryland's foundation. So that's going to be up to you. But I also can't say that you're not going to be getting perks delivered to your cabin anyway, because I've been known to have a few tricks up my sleeve. So, and I've got a lot of time to plot and scheme little surprises for y'all. So, what kind of perks? Generally, it's like a bottle of sparkling wine in the cabin, or chocolate-covered strawberries delivered to the cabin, or something like that. It's not anything tremendous, I'll be honest with you. Especially for something like that. We only have we don't have a massive amount of points, and it's not like you can use them to take any pricing off of the cabins. So it's not like you can use them for a discount. I wish that was the case, but it doesn't work like that. So instead, I either distribute like a plate of chocolate covered strawberries to everybody, or we make a donation to Maryland's foundation. Pool our money and rent a yacht. Oh yeah, sure. That's likely. Naked lady pursers? Are you just... Because, I mean, Gopher was the purser, wasn't he? Do you... Gopher in a skirt? Honestly, I was thinking about calling if we're looking for like, and I understand, Maya. I know you can't be there, but if I hop on Herteruten anytime, the thing always stops in Tromsø, and so I'm going to be looking you up, girl. I was thinking of just especially if we're gonna invite Marilyn and her gang along anyway, and, like, let the world know that this is happening, I was thinking about calling it the Xenu Marlene group. Make it simple, you know? Why even complicate it? Oh, you'll be waiting for me? Fantastic. Um, yeah, I have actually a very good friend who's Norwegian, and he oh, you said lady pursers. A delightful perk indeed. Yeah, naked ladies in charge of the money. Uh, yeah, I have a friend who's Norwegian. He goes over to Norway at least once a year, and I keep trying to weasel him into doing one of the Hurtigruten sailings, one of the voyages up and down the coast. You know, whether we do the classic or whether we go all the way up to Svalbard, uh, I don't really care, but I wanna do I would love to do a 16-day or 14-day round trip sailing on that and, go and visit all the cool fjords and everything. Seems it seems really gorgeous, and I wanna see northern lights and bears and reindeers and all that fun stuff, so naked lady pursers, but sent to our rooms with champagne and chocolate-covered strawberries. Okay, okay. I see where you're getting at. I don't know if it's gonna be that kind of party. I wouldn't put my dick in the mashed potatoes quite yet, is what I'm saying. Um, but I mean, it is a Carnival cruise. Anything's possible. Anything. Anything's possible on a Carnival cruise. One of the ships has, the first roller coaster at sea on the ship. It's called Bolt, and it's a roller coaster at sea on the ship. I need to do that. There's just no choice in the matter. I have to go on the roller coaster. And if we're gonna be on the ship for 8 days, I'm there. I'm there. It's gonna happen. Naked ladies with champagne and strawberries sounds good. Hey, I'm not averse. I'm not averse. I just want the part of the strawberry that doesn't have any chocolate on it because I don't mix chocolate and fruit because ew. But if I can just have strawberries without the chocolate, I'm fine. And Norwegian wool. Ooh. Yes, I'll be able to visit Norwegian Hank. I wonder if Hank is spelled with an umlaut over the A in Norway. I'll have to find out. Um, but yeah, I'm down with Norwegian wool. And I was just planning, like I said, I was just planning on calling it the Xenu Marlene cruise. Maybe the first annual Xenu Marlene Memorial Cruise. Cam is feeling super froggy tonight, bitches. So ribbit, ribbit. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Ms. Beaumont wants chemist to be renamed inappropriate chemist. I think he's just inappropriate adjacent. Like, nobody is going to step to the inappropriateness the way our hef does. Nobody. But yeah, I don't know if Marlene has kicked it from the cancer yet or if she's still around and just hella sick. But yeah, it could be the first annual Xenu Marlene Memorial Cruise. Or something along those lines, maybe just Xenu Marlene. Maybe it's just the Xenu Marlene Cruise. Maybe our group is just Xenu Marlene. Oh, artsy. Artsy tartsy, honeybee. I'm tired as fuck. I've only slept 2 hours in 2 days. Girl, I am so sorry. I have been there. I have lived that life, and I empathize big time. Which boats? No, we're not going on no boats. We're going on ships. And the difference is you can put a boat on a ship, but you can't put a ship on a boat. These bitches is big. The two that I'm deciding between are Carnival Horizon and Carnival Magic. This will turn into an inappropriate cruise. Girl, it's going to start as an inappropriate cruise. It's all going to be inappropriate. You have insomnia bad? Yeah, I know that feel. Me too. Me too. It's plagued me for most of my life. I know how it go. The inappropriate Xenu Marlene Tom Cruise. Ew. I don't want to invoke the midget. Tiny little jerk. I've met him before. Only once. But he was rude. He tried to... I hope you do doze and listen. I hope you doze right the hell off and sleep very soundly. I'll try not to be too abrupt with any noises that I make. Yeah, the one time I met him, he was rude, and he tried to blind me with his dental work and HC me out of his way so that he could cut in front of the entire line standing at the open bar. No. No. I showed him where the back of the line was. Nobody gets between me and free vodka. He was making a terrible, terrible mistake. He soon learned the error of his ways. Because I wasn't having it. That was 1996 that he tried that bullshit. Didn't work. And I've been grossed out by him ever since. I can't watch his movies. I just can't. Because he committed a grave error in thinking that I was just going to get out of his way on his way to the open bar. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, not me and not all the people behind me. No. Yeah. Ew. But the inappropriate Xenu Marlene cruise. I mean, we're all these days inappropriate adjacent, aren't we? I like to think we are. He's a respectful roomie, Hef. It's only going to be in the room for 3 reasons. So, there you go. Refreshing. Yeah, it was fun. It was real fun. It was real, real fun. Quite proud of myself, honestly. Sometimes one does what one must and nothing beyond that. Night meds, speaking of which, time for your night meds. This is your reminder. Speaking of Xenu Marlene, come on, melatonin. Jesus. It's supposed to be helpful, not give me agitation. Hey, I'm only 36, so let me enjoy my youth while I can. Yeah, unlike crotchety old fucks like me, you do that thing. No, ma'am. Nope, I can't take that shit. It makes me so stupid the next day, and it doesn't help me sleep. It just it doesn't help me sleep. It doesn't really do anything for me, but I am outrageously dumb the next day. So I can't take it. I can't take Seroquel. Of course you're a cougar, Hef. What, you didn't know that? Yep, there's the Xenu Marlene. It doesn't have the words, but she got the emojis because Ms. Beaumont is on it in place of Ms. Kimberly, who is not here. Melatonin makes you sick. I'm trying to use it right now because it's what my doctor recommended for the sleeps. It doesn't really help, but you know, I mean, we do what we can. Hey, Miss Sunrise Dawn. You love it, but always wake up with a bed full of melted chocolate. Yeah, it does that. It does that. I have seen that effect with the Seroquel a number of times. When I was working in residential, we had a number of clients who were on it. And I'd walk in and find them asleep in the chair in their room, like covered in crumbs. And Jerry Maguire. Yeah, he was an ass too. Woo, he was an ass. How's your eyeball doing, Miss Sunrise Dawn? Well, I showed him where to go. And I got my vodka before he did too. All right, now it looks like somebody sent me email. Y'all. Y'all. Look at the puppy. Look at the baby puppy. So cute. Puppy and big puppy. Oh, these babies. Yeah, the only character he didn't play the same was Tropic Thunder, which is the only one that I actually did see because I didn't know that he was in it. Was it Tropic Thunder or Rock of Ages? No, it was Rock of Ages, I think. You guys, I can't stand it. I can't even. Look at this little monkey in her little house coat. She is the cutest. Oh, it was Tropic Thunder? Okay, thanks, Kems. Ugh, you guys. My heart. I can't even stand how sweet she is. Such a little baby, puppy baby monkey, puppy monkey baby. Oh, she's the cutest. Yeah, it's a her, retired red. Her name is Violet. I believe. I believe that's what they chose, is Violet. I know, right? Love it. Everybody's dying right now because of the cuteness of the baby. Fair. That is fair. Yeah, I don't think anybody realized that it was him in Tropic Thunder. There's another one? How can there be another one? I showed the two. I showed the two, love it. He was actually the one that called Ben Stiller and planned that out in the movie. I don't see another email, honey. I just see the two emails with 2 photos each. What did I miss? Lil Heifer farted in my face tonight, almost put her up for adoption. Really can't blame ya. Jake was hanging out in here one day and just farting. Just farting. I thought all my hair was gonna fall out. Pretty sure Jasper had a seizure earlier tonight, second or third one since we got him in September. Oh, no. Poor Jasper. It was 3 pics in each email. Oh. 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 You guys. You guys. The blep. Look at the blep. Her little house coat is just slaying. Oh. The baby. The baby. I can't. I just cannot. And the older sibling, like, seriously? Thank you for letting me know. Love it. Yeah, I know. We're all dead. We have been taken right the fuck out by puppy photos. And we knew it was going to happen. Like, we knew it was going to happen. We've been expecting this. We've been waiting for it. The puppy farts have been epic. Oh, I'm sure. You don't want to show the pics I sent earlier today? No. No, probably not. Yeah, how are they? That's the real question right now. How are they getting along? Love it. It's a good question. Tony, let me see if I've got it in my notes. Do. Doodly doo, doo 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 doo. Ba ba da da da, dee 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 dee. Do do doodle doo. Like my hold music? I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Okay. Search by date or flow. That's FIT. I want to say here it is. Full deposit is $250 per person. Yeah, $250 per person, $250 per person. That, Tony, is the full deposit amount. They love each other already. Awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Love it. Have to call the vet Monday and let him know. Because why not? Benefits of being pan, baby. Oh. Snap. What a shame. She was weaned too early and was super thin when I picked her up. Oh, noes. She doesn't like the food she was sent home with, so I don't think the lady realized she was barely eating. I don't like that lady already. In a couple days, she can start transitioning and I'll fatten her up. Good. Good. She will be happy and she will feel secure and she has a friend and all is going to be well. Artsy Tartsy had a rabbit with seizures. Wow. Chemist is talking about directors. Fireworks are starting where Ms. Beaumont is. Chems is giving out his name. Yeah, all in all, it looks like a pretty standard night here in the chat. Pretty standard here. talking about nudie photos and attempted hookups and doggos and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty standard night here. But yeah, to answer No Talk Tony's question, deposit is approximately $250 per person. Anybody else have any questions about the sailing? Anyone? I see that Kimberly got here while I wasn't looking, or while I was looking something up. You guys will be able to fill her in, right? Keep an eye on my community page tomorrow. And if you know of anybody else in any other room, I'm going to send Marilyn a message tomorrow in the morning. And I'll be putting out a community message with the 3 different dates so that you guys can vote on what you want for those dates. You can vote on which date you prefer. Let's see. Paid in full would have to be between 75 and 90 days prior to departure. Nobody let anything leak to Maryland? Shut up. Jerk. Has to be paid in full between 75 and 90 days prior to departure. So plan for 90 days prior to departure. Kepra is the same thing that a lot of a lot of humans use for treating seizures. So, yeah, I'll send Marilyn a message tomorrow and let her know. We can invite her gang. We can invite anybody else, and you can direct them if you want to the community post, and they can all vote. Yes, I know it's not smack in the middle of summer. Yes, I know it's not land-based, and that's going to be a problem for some people. But if it's going to happen, we got to make it happen. And it's not going to, we're not going to make it fucking happen unless we get started on it. So let's just get started on it. Like I said, I've got 3 different dates. The one smack in the middle, the one on September 21st, is the least expensive one of the 3, but they're all really right around the same pricing for all the different meta categories. So yeah, I'm actually surprised that Carnival is the least expensive of them, because Carnival Magic is also the newest ship, and I think that's the one with the roller coaster on it. So go figure. Plus, provided that Steve-O gets himself a black market kidney early in the year and can get the robot surgery, he should be nice and healed up in plenty of time to come with us. So cheers, y'all. Dinu Marlene. Yep, roller coaster on a ship. You heard me, Ms. Beaumont. Roller coaster on a ship. It's called Bolt, and it's on Carnival Magic. There's Guy Fieri's Burger Joint. There's Shaq's Chicken Joint. There we go, Kimberly. We needed you. We needed you. Ms. Beaumont has been filling in your absence, as you can see in the chat. And she's been doing a really bang-up job for it. But this is the shit right here. This is the OG. Propane, and propane accessories. Dang it, Bobby. Yeah, so hopefully, I mean, granted, Steve-O might have his black market kidney and just keep falling on his knee and not be able to function, in which case I'm going to need more than one handicap accessible room. But that's okay, because there's more than one on the ship, so we'll make it work. It'll all be fine. So once I get that post up, in case my Singapore organ emporium falls through, is anything refundable? Yeah, they are all refundable. Oh, it's from Trailer Park Boys. Okay. The only thing I know from Trailer Park Boys is something's fucky. Yeah, it's refundable up to a certain point before the sailing. And it will be refundable, fully refundable up until final payment is required. If we get to if you have to cancel at any time before final payment is required, your deposit will be refunded. So, in case your Singapore organ emporium falls through, you'll still be able to get your deposit back. Thinking roller coaster in bad weather is to double up the fun. Yeah. I would do that too. I would. I'd probably go flying off into the sea, but I would do that. I would do that. Yeah, I'm just that kind of girl. Oh, see? Kems gave his grandma one of his. Nice. Well, I still have two of mine. What was the blah blah blah. What was the recovery like? I'd be interested to know, because I've said that as soon as Steve-O gets on the list to let us all know what we need to do to get tissue typed and find out if any of us are a match in the SP Nation. So yeah, hopefully he won't even need to resort to the Singapore organ emporium. Kimberly, help me. Would you be so kind as to give me a clue what syllable I'm supposed to put the emphasis on in your last name? Is it Kimberly Gabaldon, Kimberly Gabaldon, Kimberly Gabaldon? I don't know. Can you help me? Last night I drifted off waiting for you to come on, then woke up at 6 a.m. today. Never happens. Ran all over Denver trying to get errands done, then drove back to Trinidad. I'm beat. Boy, I bet you are. My mother is calling me. Hi, Mom.
Hi, can you come down and help me, please? We've got a major minor problem here, and I need help.
Okay, I will be down shortly.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. I have no idea what's going on, y'all. You want to talk amongst yourselves? I'll set up the bodyguard. So you guys can be safe. Yeah, I'll leave it going. Oh, it's Basque. Gabaldon. Okay. Thank you. I don't think I've ever known anybody with a name that's Basque before, so super cool. All right, I'll be back soon, y'all. You guys. You know that whole thing about being tech support for your parents? Yeah. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Just somewhat frustrating. Everybody's okay. Everything is okay. The heated mattress pad that they had on their bed, one side stopped working. So we had to try to plug it into a different outlet, see if that would work. Then we had to switchy-changey the connections at the bottom of the heated mattress pad, and that didn't work. So then we had to flip the whole thing upside down because the side that stopped working is the side for my stepdad, who gets really cold at night. And Mom will be sleeping and have a massive hot flash, so she doesn't need the heated mattress pad. So yeah, that's the joys. Yeah, if it was your side, it would be an emergency. Yeah, what she said was that they were having a major minor problem and needed my help. So yeah, heated mattress pad is the shit, yo. It is the absolute shit. And so we got that handled. She's still going to have to get a new heated mattress pad, but at least now the side that needs to work is working because we swapped the whole thing around. Is it tech support if the tech is electricity? Probably. Probably, I think, because it's a machine and it has buttons. So I'm calling it tech support. And now the crisis is over. Yay. See new, y'all. Do we have snow? That's a good fucking question. We had some earlier. It hasn't gone away. Not a lot. It's the first actual snow that we've gotten that was sticking around. It's 24 degrees right now with snow showers. 24 degrees Fahrenheit with snow showers. And so the snow that fell earlier when I was out feeding the deer is certainly not going to melt right now. Tony, you sent me a message. Okay. Oh. Did you send it on Facebook, honey? Let me look. You operated the first microwave in VCR. You get it? You get it, Red. You hear me. Oh, yep. Okay, so it was on Facebook if it went ding. All right, let me get back to you on that, Tony. I can type up a whole thing with that. Or I can address it here, most of your questions. I know that you were asking for threesies. If there were 3 of you and you all wanted to be in the same cabin, you certainly could be in the same cabin. That's not a problem at all. There are plenty of cabins on the ship that accommodate more than 2 people. What all does the room pay for on the cruise, as in food and activities? What it pays for, what your cruise fare pays for is your cabin. It pays for food in the main for dinner, and in the buffet, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can also get breakfast in the main dining room sometimes, or brunch on sea days, which is fun. It pays for, I mean, anytime you want to go to the buffet, that's included. Guy's Burger Joint and Blue Iguana Mexican food, those are both included in your cruise fare, so you can have burgers on the pool deck all year long. You can get a jumbo suite if you want to, Steve-O. Yeah, I would have to check the pricing on that. But you could rock some big pimpin' on the ship. Food, beverages, your cruise fare will pay for tap water, and tap water on the ship, honestly, is cleaner than most tap water on land. So don't worry about the tap water on the ship. It's actually really good. Tap water, juices, iced tea, and drip coffee. But any of the specialty coffees, cold pressed or fresh pressed juices, milkshakes, things like that, those would be an extra charge. Sodas are an extra charge. You can purchase a soda package. Likewise, you can purchase an adult beverage package should you choose to indulge. But if you purchase an adult beverage package, every adult in the cabin has to do that as well. So there's that. It pays for a significant number of activities on the ship. All of the shows in the main theater are going to be included in your cruise fare. There's going to be music throughout the ship. You'll be able to use the sport courts. I think there's an upcharge for Bolt if you want to ride the roller coaster. Tea, coffee, and water works for you. Hef, cool. Yeah, those you're not going to get any charge for those. You just need mixers because you're sneaking on enough booze. That's fine. That's fine. Well, you'll be, you can pay for sodas if that's your jam for mixers. The bubbles package is what you get, Kim White. Yep. I tend to get a drinks package my own self, but each cruise line has different names for them, and I always forget which one that I get on Carnival. What am I gonna say here? Shows in the theater, sports court stuff, use of the pools, use of the hot tubs, that's all included in your cruise fare. Like I said, the roller coaster may have an upcharge attached to it. But like if there's a ropes course, if you want to indulge in the water slides, anything like that, you can absolutely do that, and that's not going to cost you anything. Guy Fieri also has a barbecue joint on board, and that is also included in your cruise fare. Seltzer water does count as a soda. Yeah. Would rum and coke require 2 packages? If you buy, one of the alcohol packages, then that's gonna have unlimited sodas involved in that, included with that, so that's not a problem. That's not an issue at all. If you can buy the unlimited soda package, but then you would be paying à la carte for any, alcoholic beverages that you purchase. So, Heifer has a fan running 375 days a year. Fair. Um, so yeah, those are all things that are gonna be included in your cruise fare. You will not go hungry. Um, if you go hungry on a cruise ship, that's your own damn fault because there's food all over the damn place. Um, if you wanna go to any of the specialty dining on board, there's gonna be an upcharge for that. There will be, um and that varies per restaurant. A lot of times, like the Italian place and, which is called Cucina del Capitan, and one other place will serve a complimentary lunch, so you can still go, um, and you won't be paying the upcharge. Like, one of the places turns into a noodle bar in the middle of the day for lunchtime, and so you can go and get noodle bowls during the day, and there's no charge for that. That's pretty awesome. How many alcoholic beverages with the package? It depends on the package. Um, I go the, um I go the unlimited, which isn't really unlimited. I think it gets you 15 alcoholic beverages per day, per 24 hours that you're on the ship. So, yeah, that's how you do it. Kim White takes a bunch of tiny bottles in your luggage so I can stick a couple in my crossbody and spike my drink in the bathroom. Yep, yep. Rum runners, uh, also very effective. My sister used to use them all the time. Yes, the drink package limits you to 15 per day. Uh, but that's 15 alcoholic beverages per day. So it should be enough. It should be enough. I agree with you, Red. It should be enough. I think I've only maxed it out once. Um, so yeah, yeah. That's a decision that you can make when the time comes. But just remember 15 on a cruise, my cup always runneth over. Yeah, same. I always buy the drink package when I'm on a ship because, um, what I do like, the first time I got the drink package, I saved because they give you a receipt for every drink anyway, so I just saved all of my receipts, and when I got home, I added all of them up to see how much, and compare the prices between how much it cost for the package versus how much I consumed. And the cruise line always loses money on me, always. So, yeah, I always get the drink package because I don't even have time to fuck around. The good news is, love it, is that yes, there are going to be drunk people on the ship, but the ship is A, huge, and B, always going to have places where you won't be trapped with a bunch of drunk people. Um, there's always going to be places. There is not vomit everywhere. Um, yeah, it doesn't work like that. And there are so many places that you can be on the ship where you're not going to be surrounded by people who are just falling over and barfing all over everything. Honestly, I haven't seen I've seen more vomit in New Orleans than I've seen on a ship. So, um, think what you will. If you've never been on a ship, then you won't really know. Um, you only took 1 cruise when you were 12. That makes sense. Yeah. Um, yeah, it is a huge ship. It is a tremendous ship. Um, that is a lot of alcohol. If I was doing it, it'd be cheaper to go with the single purchases. You go for months without a drink, and that makes sense. For some people, it does make sense. For me, um, by the end of a cruise, my check liver light is definitely on. And so, yeah. Yeah, and, like, Kim knows the deal. My sister used rum runners, and those are, similar to the 5-gallon thing that Kim is gonna be strapping to himself. These are smaller, but not necessarily a lot smaller. Um, and yeah, they're just very sturdy plastic bags that you put booze in. My son warned me to never wear white shoes on Bourbon Street during Mardi Gras. Honey, don't wear white shoes on Bourbon Street ever. Ever. That stuff in the gutters, it don't smell so nice, but they call that Bourbon Street gravy when you live down there. Mm-mm. No. A bandolero of booze. Yes, yes, I'll wear my chewy belt and just stick little shots in there. Um, yeah, no, we never wear white shoes on bourbon. Not even during Mardi Gras. Never. Never, never ever. Don't do it. That's a bad idea. Um, Hef does interpretive dance. That sounds like fun. Cities don't float, or do they? Speaking of New Orleans. Um, yeah, so it's a tremendous ship, and I promise you that there are always places that you can go to escape the drunky McDrunkersons. There are always places that you can go where you can achieve some solitude without sitting in your room. You can be up on the open decks. There are adults only areas of the ship uh, that they don't allow. Adults only is strictly enforced. There's no children there, which means that there's no screaming, there's no toddlers in diapers, there's no any of that. Um, oh yeah, proper hydration protocol is always important. Always important. Yes, the best way to drink is always mix water with your drinks. Every 2 drinks you have, drink 1 water. Stay hydrated. Absolutely. If you're if you're practicing proper hydration protocol, then you're gonna be just fine. Um, apparently, I mean, I think I get what you're trying to say here. Love it. But you can't prove it by the first part of that. Have I didn't drunk, but in the rare occasion that I Vodak. Okay, so you spelled vodka right, but if have I didn't drunk, no. Um, hair, arms, hips, and hair flailing, nice. There will be a nightclub. There's no extra charge for the nightclub. Karaoke, no extra charge. Trivia, no extra charge. Yeah. My bestie's husband has a wine corker, so we buy wine. He puts the wine in another bottle and puts our liquor in the wine bottles, recorks and foils. Nice. Yep, each person is allowed to carry on 1 bottle of wine, still or sparkling. Don't forget the espresso martinis. Yes, those will keep you up all night and are yummy. Yes, they are. Delicious. The food on Carnival is really good. There's a casino there. Kim White knows all about that. Yeah, so there are plenty of hacks, but there's also, please just keep in mind that if you go hungry on a ship, it's your own damn fault. If you need vegetarian or vegan options, there's always vegetarian options in the buffet, always, always, and I'm fairly certain that I see a lot of vegetarian options in the main dining room as well. Obviously, if you're a vegetarian, you won't be going to the steakhouse. And so that's an option. That's an option. There are plenty of food options. You can have ice cream 24 hours a day. It's soft serve, but, any port in a storm, right? What you will pay extra for, you will pay extra for alcoholic beverages, sodas, unless you buy the soda package or one of the beverage packages, in which case you're good. Shopping, any money you spend in the casino, specialty coffees. If you want a really, really good internet package, you're going to be paying extra for that. But they do have social packages that, allow you to keep up on like the book face and the grams and all of that shit. And that one's relatively inexpensive. Yeah, any kind of shopping that you do on the ship, the sweet shop, which is called Cherry on Top, I believe. They always have vegetarian options in the main dining room. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, Kim. Cam always pays for extra internet, good internet. Yeah, because you can get premium packages. Yeah, we will absolutely will stream for sure. You will be gratuities. Gratuities are something that get added on to your cruise, to your cabin account, your shipboard account, and that is split between a number of people, namely your cabin attendant, the assistant cabin attendant, the maitre d' in the main dining room to which you are assigned, your waiter and assistant waiter, your server and assistant server in the main dining room. They split your daily gratuity among all of those people. Some people choose to give extra gratuity. Oh yeah, the steakhouse definitely has baked potatoes. They have a wedge salad. They have the big beefsteak tomatoes. They have all that stuff. All that stuff. Creamed spinach, the whole nine. I just wouldn't pay a cover charge to go to the steakhouse on board if you're a vegetarian. It seems like a waste of time to me, but I've been wrong before. If you choose to add an extra gratuity, you certainly can, and it is certainly welcome. You can do that in cash. I generally wind up I give my cabin attendant $20 just right when I get on board. When I meet my cabin attendant the first day, I give them $20. And I don't have to, but I do because it just makes things a little bit smoother, and then I know that I always have ice in my ice bucket when I want it. What's a wedge salad? A wedge salad basically is a wedge of iceberg lettuce. Like if they took a head of iceberg lettuce and used one of those big pineapple cutters to cut it into wedges, like orange wedges. Yay, I'm a chipmunk. Oh, I should laugh. There you go. She's gonna love that on 2X. Um, yeah, if they cut it into, like, sections, like you would section an orange, love it. Um, so you take one of those big sections of iceberg lettuce, and then they put blue cheese crumbles, and usually blue cheese dressing, and, well, you're a vegetarian, so you would get it without, uh, bacon, but it frequently has bacon on it. So you can just tell them no bacons. Um, so that's where that is. Uh, Crete and Mykonos. You love Greece. Love it. We'll be frolicking naked in the beach, not a cruiser. Well, if you need some help booking that, I'm here for you because I do that too. Yeah, please. Iceberg has no nutritional value. It's crunchy water. It's crunchy green water, but it's a good vehicle for blue cheese crumbles and bacon. And those people bust their asses. Yeah, they do. The people that work a cruise ship work so hard. They work so hard and they don't get a whole lot of time off. They're away from their families for standard contract is between 6 and 8 months. They will remember your name. They will remember your preferences, your cabin attendant, and their assistant will straighten your room twice a day. At the end of the day, they're going to sneak in there while you're at dinner and they're going to leave a towel animal on your bed. They do very clever things with towels and washcloths and whatnot. And they will leave a towel animal on your bed. They do all kinds, and all of the crew on a ship work their asses off. And all I can say is, yes, you can adjust the gratuity that gets automatically billed to your room, but please don't. Even if you're not going to tip them extra, please don't adjust the gratuity. It's really important to them. So, and they really do bust ass. Everybody on that ship busts ass. So, yeah, be nice. Be nice to them. You think finding 16 people is going to be hard? You think so? We've already got Tony and her 3. Well, Tony and her 2, so that's 3. Ken, Steve-O, me. I can't guarantee 16 cool people, but I can guarantee I can't guarantee shit. I'm thinking we'll be able to get 16 people. Always make friends with the bartenders. Yes, Kim. I tell you, I adopt one generally first day of the sailing. Generally on the first day of sailing, I figure out which bar I'm going to be spending the most time at, and then I adopt the waiters, and they become my BFFs for the whole week. They're my go-to, even when I have to drive by. I'm always making sure to stop by and see them. But then again, I'm also the kind of person who will walk onto the ship with a pillowcase full of, like, potato chips and candy bars and walk them around to all the crew and just be like, "Crew snacks. Here you go. Oh, you're in a uniform? You have a name tag? Crew snacks." Because they can't get that shit, and they can't always get off the ship to go and get snacks. So, sometimes a few bags of Flamin' Hot Cheetos goes a long fucking way. So, yeah. Yeah, you should have seen me on, Scarlet Lady in September. My friend and I we each had a pillowcase. I had the salty crunchy snacks, she had the sweet and the chocolate snacks. There were everything from, like, Jolly Ranchers and Twizzlers to peanut butter cups and Snickers and all that shit, and I've got regular Lay's and sour cream and onion chips, Fritos and chili Fritos and Flamin' Hot Flamin' Hots and just all that shit. And we were just and my friend had never done this before, so she didn't know. And I'm like, "Oh, no, this is gonna be fun." And so we just went bouncing around. We went through the dining hall. We went up to the bar to get drinks. We got all the bartenders around, and we're like, "Crew snacks," and we just flopped these pillowcases on the counter. We're like, "Everybody gets snacks. Hi, caveman." Um, and they were like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, snacks, crew snacks. Enjoy." And they each picked out some snacks, and then we went to the next bar and did the same thing, and the bar manager there gave us shots in return. We didn't ask for anything, but we got free tequila. And people kept an eye out for us all week long because crew snacks. So, yeah, crew snacks. That's just what we do. That's what we do. So, yeah, any leftover sealed water bottles or sodas if you don't drink all of them and you have them in your cabin? Absolutely. We do that too. Yep. We find we find we find out what our cabin attendant likes, and when we're ashore, we'll try to we'll try to find it. Um when I'm in Cozumel, we always wind up going over to Mega, and during like at the end of the Pandalarium, we'd get to Cozumel and none of the crew could get off the ship, and they'd been on the ship for 8 fucking months. We're like, "What do you need? What do you need? Body wash? Tampons? Tell us." And we'd bring it back. They take care of us, we take care of them. It's just that simple. So, anybody that, you know, anybody that wants to go, if you're ready to pony up the cash by, $250 per person by December 28th, final payment between 75 and 90 days prior to sailing, then, let's do it. Spread the word. Let's tell Maryland's people. Let's tell Reese's people. Yeah, we can do this. I think we can get 16. I think we can get 16 people. 8 cabins. Yeah, we are talking about a cruise, caveman. We are talking about putting a bunch of SPs to sea. Yep. SP cruise, baby. keep an eye on my community post. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be putting up a community post asking people to pick from one of 3 dates. And I'll put up a poll and do all 3 dates. Whoever chooses whatever gets the most votes, that's gonna be the one that I'll set up the cruise for. We've decided through this gang here, we're doing an 8-day sailing out of Miami, round trip, and we are going to, Aruba and Curacao. Can you imagine the photo op of a bunch of SPs getting together and posing in front of free winds? I mean, can you even imagine how epic and funny that would fucking be? So, yeah, I'm planning it for September. I need 16 people. I need 8 double occupancy cabins, 2 people per cabin. That's all. And then we officially have a group. Bonaire is your favorite island, but you've been to Curacao too. I've been to all 3 and I love them. I love all 3 of them. Only the first one also goes to Bonaire. The other 2, instead of Bonaire, it will go to Aruba, Curacao, and then La Romana and Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic. So, yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. And every cabin that gets booked in, generates a donation, and I think we're all pretty solid that we're going to be donating to Maryland's nonprofit foundation. You've never gone to Bonaire on a cruise ship, and also I'd never leave if I got there again. I got to tell you, last time we were there in August, we had a private catamaran with a chef and everything on board. It was an early birthday thing for me. I don't scuba dive, but I snorkel, and I have a full face snorkel mask. Oh man, it was ridiculous. It was so amazing and absolutely beautiful. We had a blast. So, yeah. So keep an eye on my community post tomorrow. I'm going to be putting the 3 dates up and having people choose, and whichever one winds up being chosen is the one that I will block out group space on. And yeah, $250 per person deposit. Final payment will be due between 75 and 90 days prior to sailing. And like I said, we're planning for September to give people plenty of time. And there'll be fewer kids on board because it's September and they're all going back to school. So, you like that, Miss Sunrise Dawn? I figured you would like that. Nice. She just got to the laugh, y'all. She's listening on 2 times. That's perfect. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're making it happen. I've been trying to make this happen for ages, and I tried to get all the OGs involved, and the people that did get back to me were blowing me off. So, fuck it. I'm just gonna start planning it, and we'll go from there. Soph! Soph! She's here from the future. New Year's Eve here in the future, in the first place to see the sun. Yeah, you've got, what, a little under 2 hours left. Have you been hitting the champagne? I'm not saying there won't be any kids, nor am I saying that you can't bring your kids. You can bring your kids. Cruising is an amazing educational opportunity for them, an outstanding educational opportunity. And travel in general is help them to become citizens of the world. There's nothing. We're not sailing on Virgin. On Virgin voyages, nobody under 18 is allowed on board. But we're talking Carnival right about now. Yes, you absolutely can bring kids. If you decide that you're going to find a way to make it happen and tell your anxiety to fuck off and everything else, you can bring them kiddos. That ain't going to be a problem. Gin and cherries with soda is what Soph is drinking. Okay. Well, Xenu for you, Soph. Hell yeah. So yeah, you absolutely can. You can totally bring your kids if you want to. And we'd love to have you with us. I think it would be fantastic if you could come with us. And yes, we can book triples. We can book quads. I can pull them all into the group. It's not a problem. The only thing that changes is the pricing. And kids wind up sailing. They'd be guests 3 and 4 in the cabin, and they're usually way less expensive. So, gotta take the doggies out. Okay, we'll be here. Love it. Your friends' kids love Carnival. Yep. They do have lots to do while you party sober. Absolutely. And there's an AA and an NA meeting every single day on a cruise ship. If you feel like you want to do a meeting every day that you're on board, you can. And you can meet up with all the other sober people who are on board. And then you'll be able to kind of look at each other and touch base with each other and hold each other accountable. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for people to enjoy themselves even without alcoholic assistance on a ship. They have great kids clubs on board, with all sorts of cool activities. Yeah, there's meetings every single day, Red. Every day. There's a friend of Bill W meeting and a friend of whoever the NA person is that I don't remember. But yeah, and they're listed right in the daily program that you get in your cabin. They're going to give you a program of all the different activities that are going on board. And they list them right in there. There's also an LGBTQ meetup pretty much every night. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do. So, yeah. They want people to have fun, no matter what form that looks like. And if it means being sober, if it means enjoying yourself and being gay as hell, if it means, you know, drinking until your checked liver light is on, then, they want everybody to be able to have fun and enjoy themselves and have a fucking vacation. Bob around in the pool, sit in the hot tub until you become an absolute prune. Whatever you want to do, man. Or nothing at all. Lie on a lounge chair and read all day, all night. Go to the adults only area. Hide from all the little sprogs running around. Feed all the time. Whatever you want to do, man. There are plenty of options. Plus, roller coaster at sea. There's the casino. I know Kim White will be there. Yeah. Plenty of options. So, and at these rates, I'm kind of amazed that the least expensive one of all of them is the newest ship. But okay. Why not? Why not? Usually it's the new ships that are super extra expensive. Not in this case. So, the one question that you asked me, Tony, that I can't really answer is what people usually bring along as additional spending money. And that varies so greatly from person to person that I couldn't even tell you. Some people don't buy souvenirs. Some people don't get off the ship in port. Some people want to take shore excursions. When I'm in a port I've never been to, I get off the ship and I find a sticker from that port. I wander around the port. I check it out. I perform a little bit of my due diligence because I'm a travel professional. And if I haven't been there yet, I want to go and check it out and see it with my eyeballs. And then I find a sticker from that port and that goes on my suitcase. And it wildly varies from passenger to passenger. And Jen, I'll even be bar bitch for you as long as y'all can stand and walk. Yeah, that's fine. Stand and walk. And I would never try to talk anybody into breaking their sobriety streak ever. I grew up with people in the program. A lot of my misspent youth was spent with people in the program. And mom didn't have any problem with me being out until ungodly hours of the night because she knew that I wasn't out drinking or doing drugs because I was hanging out with a bunch of people in the program. My first date was to an Alano dance, a dance at the Alano Club. So, yeah, I don't have any problem with people being sober, and I'm not going to mess with it as long as they don't hate on me and call me an alcoholic because I have a beverage. It doesn't work like that. And there are some people who are really black and white thinking. Oh, well, you're drinking. You must be a drunk. No, I'm not. The difference between me and an alcoholic is I can stop. I can have one and be fine. This beverage I have right here is the first drink I've had pretty much all week. So, yeah. Hubby drinks occasionally. Got booze in the fridge right now. Very nice. Since she's a chick, I'll let the guys give her free drinks, then she can just give them to me. Nice. Yep. Smart. Smart. I always have to do that. If you take a credit card to shop with, don't forget to notify them of your travel dates. And you'll have to tell them where you're going as well, what countries you're going to. I have to do that with my credit card or with with my debit card, because my debit card comes from a credit union and they get real pissy if I'm out of state and I don't let them know. Oh, they get pissy. Rude. So yeah, very smart. Very smart tip right there. But we can, yeah, I know, Ms. Beaumont, right? You step away for a mo and here comes Soph. Well, and we can do travel hacks all day long when we get closer. I just want to get people, I want to make this a group, and I want to make it a big group. I want to make it a big old group, because the bigger the group, the more of a donation Maryland's foundation gets. And I don't see a downside to that. So that's what I'm saying. Like 6 chems? As of right now, I think we've got like 6. But that equals out to, because 3 of them are going to be No Talk Tony. 3 of them are going to be one cabin. We've got you, we've got Steve-O, me. Am I counting you, Hef? Are you a yay or nay? Do you not know yet? That's fine. It's fine if we don't know yet. And like I said, we've got until the end of February before we have to have the deposit in anyway. Oh, no, 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 not before you're in, Hef? I'm seeing the hello. I gotta ask. I don't know. September before we even invite Maryland's group? No, honey. We are going to invite Maryland's group now. Invite them now. We're going to invite Reese's Pieces now. We're going to let everybody know. This is not just my chat group. We got Artsy Tartsy. That's 8. We're halfway there. That's 8 already. This isn't just a my chat thing. This is an SPs at Sea thing. And even if I can't get any of the OGs to come with us, welcome. They don't want to have a good time? Okay, we'll go by ourselves. And we'll have a good time. Yep, I got you counted already, Chems. So yeah, that's 8. Oh, we got Kim White. Are you going to be there? Kim's going to be there. So that's 9. Kathy Mitchell, here she is. Artsy Tartsy. That's 10. Unless I already counted you. I don't know. But either way, we're going to work this shit out. We're going to make it happen. So tell everybody. I know I know. Reese doesn't like the water. She's terrified of the ocean, which means that she's not going to come with us. And I understand that. But there's no reason we can't invite the group. Her PCs are going to be just as welcome. Maryland's people are going to be welcome. They can get together and have a stitch and bitch every day if they want to. I'll bring my knitting along. It'll all be good. It's going to be a good fucking time. So really what it comes down to is direct everybody to the community post that I'm going to put up. Have them vote in the poll as to which one they want. We've narrowed it down. These are the 3 options. And we'll go from there. We'll go from there. Perfect. Miss Sunrise Dawn, you have to discuss it with the hubby. That's cool. Kim White, hoping, gotta check dates. Okay. Well, go to my, I'll put the community post up. Just a few minutes after I'm done here with y'all. So that everybody can start voting. And like I said, the one on the 21st is the least expensive of the 3, but it's not a massive difference. The first, yeah, it's not a tremendous difference. It's like a $20 difference in 2 of the categories. So, and less than $100 difference in the 3rd category. So I wouldn't sweat it. Yeah, Artsy, we've been talking more ship. I told them about some of the options that are available. And so I'm going to put up a community post and everybody can vote for which date they want to go. And that's going to be where I can, I'll block out some rooms and we'll get it handled. We'll get it handled. And whoever it is that, if you guys want to comment and let me know if you want inside ocean view or balcony, that's fine too, but you don't necessarily have to. That's just me getting a rough idea as to how many rooms of which category I should block. But that doesn't mean that I can't change it at any time. So that's not a problem. Yeah. So we're good. We're good. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is going to be a lot of fun. Fuck yeah. Well, on that note, we've been going almost 2.5 hours on top of the previous live stream. Yeah. I think we can do this. I think we can make it happen. Xena Marlene Cruise. This is going to be fun. It is still early. It's still hella early, Chems. I'm super excited, Tony. I'm not going to pour another drink though. Chems, I gotta go make a sandwich. I'll be back later tonight. I gotta take callers. This ain't radio. I'll be back later tonight. I'll hang out with y'all because I don't have any plans. So I'll be back later, but I gotta make myself a sandwich. And Happy New Year, Ms. Beaumont and Soph. Happy New Year to both of you. You've got an hour and a half left, and you're gonna be the first ones to ring it in. So that's fucking rad. I hope that you guys have a good time. Spice up the show, dude. Why do I feel I'm being almost heckled? In a fun way, not in a rude way. Yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, I have nowhere to go. I got nothing to do. I have zero plans, so I'm gonna be here hanging out with y'all. We'll count down and ring it in and drop a ball or something. Tony's getting him out. Ms. Beaumont speaking Maori. Kimberly's rocking the Xenu Marlene. Hell yeah. Who are the first to get the new year? That would be New Zealand. That would be Amanda, Beaumont, and Sophie. They're the first ones. And they get it in about an hour and a half. Miss Sunrise Dawn has hers out. I clicked on the wrong thing. What are those? Are those spaceships? I think they're spaceships. Okay. Yeah, they're spaceships. Kim's got his out. Red always watches the ball drop in New York. I'll watch it on TV, but I stay the fuck away from Times Square all day long on New Year's. I don't even mess with that. They are spaceships for Xenu. That makes sense. Hef's got him out. Jasper is particularly stuck to you tonight since his seizure. Oh, poor Pupperoo. I'm so sorry, honey. Poor kid. Yeah, you gotta talk to the vet. Yeah, watch it on TV. You don't want to get anywhere near that shit in person. The stench alone. No, it's like a roach motel. Once you get in, you don't get to get out until the ball drops. You're stuck there. No bathrooms. All the pickpockets. Yeah. All the perverts that are going to grope you. Ew. No. Oh my God. That had to have been a freaking nightmare. One year I got stuck in traffic on the Brooklyn Bridge when the ball drops. Ew. Yeah, I don't envy you that at all. Gross. That's vile. To be fair, all of Times Square is technically a bathroom. I mean, not every day of the year, though. There are some days where I can walk through Times Square and not be completely repulsed. It's just never on a weekend. But, I mean, I avoided it most of the time. I avoided it extra hard on New Year's. Nope. Nope, me neither too. Could not pay me to go there on New Year's Eve. Nope. Absolutely not. Not in a million years. Mm-mm. Been all over the US, but never made it to NYC. I fucking love it there. I love it there. That's where my heart lives. That's where it feels like home. It feels like home to me. It's just, and I realize it's not everybody's thing, but yeah, that's home. Home. I love it. I love it so much. All right, my loves. Soph's listening to Kiwi music. Nice. Old school Kiwi music. I'm sorry it's pissing down rain there. That's kind of a lousy way to ring in the new year. But maybe it's cleansing. Jasper has abandoned you for the hubby. Aw, poor kid. Oh well. He'll be back. I know it. I know it. I don't know who's streaming next. Guess you'd have to take a peek. Marilyn usually comes on in the early-ish morning, but I'm not sure if she's going to be on Sunday morning. But we'll be hanging out. We'll be hanging out tonight for sure. And I'm going to shut things down here, and that way I can raid them and send them all over to you. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna head on out, y'all. Oh, Soph could stream. Sophie could stream. I don't know. You guys try to talk her into it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make myself a sandwich, and I will talk to y'all a little bit later tonight. Yeah, we had a good time. So I'll talk to y'all later tonight. Be well, be safe, and peace to you.